tell her now, go and pop that pussy for a real nigga. I already know that life is deep, but I still dig her. Niggas is jealous, but really I could care less. I'm in Hell's Kitchen with an apron and a hairnet. Devil on my shoulder, the Lord is my witness. So on my Libra scale, I'm weighing sins and forgiveness.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Liyana Showcast. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us, and we truly appreciate the support on our first episode. So thank you very much for that. Guys, our today's topic is going to be about a relationship between a mother and a daughter. You know, at the beginning of everything, right? The first time they meet each other, right? Somebody just gave a birth. The mother's there, the daughter's there. It's just beautiful. You can even tell the connection. Everything is just there, and they will love each other for more than 11 to 12 years, right? They will love each other more than anything. I promise you. And then when it gets to a teenage stage, and that's where the relationships start actually moving in a slow pace, and then in a really bad direction. They start like not actually talking anymore. They're always fighting. Nobody's actually understanding what's going on in their house at that moment. If you were raised with like with girls, you will know what I'm talking about. You will feel it. At the beginning, your mom doesn't want anything. She wanna protect your sister, and then when it gets to a certain stage, and then you'll be hearing things like, you know what I mean? So now, how do we prevent that? None of us has any clue. We all have like just a piece of information, not the whole thing, just a piece of it. So that's why we're going to talk about it today, so that we can just put these pieces together, and then we'll find a way on how we actually keep that relationship between a mother and a daughter, right? How do we keep that beautiful thing going? That's what we're going to discuss, right? And to all the mothers out there and the daughters, right? But just wait for it. Let's just put the daughters on the park for a sec. Let's talk about the mothers, right? Guys, when your daughter reaches that teenage stage, what do you expect from your daughter? How do you want your daughter to actually behave? Well, how? Really how? Because if you remember very well, when you reached the same stage, you started being biased. You started not listening. You started coming home late. It was exactly like that. So you know, there's even, it's not genetic, right? But you know, there's these hormones that take over when your daughter gets to a teenage stage, because it also happened to you. But sometimes we understand that you also didn't know how to deal with it, and that's why now you're lashing out. And that's why we need to talk about it. It's not a fight. Nobody's being blamed for anything, but we can just talk about it. And I know around this issue, right, or around this topic, there's a lot of issues. But you and I today, we're going to discuss the common ones, just the common ones. The common ones, I'm with you. Let's discuss those, and then the rest of it, we'll finish it on our comment session. And I really need you guys to comment and let's talk about it. Because honestly, it's not about being in front of the camera, but it's about us having a conversation. Even if you're done watching the show, I want us to keep having a conversation and see how we can help each other, and see if we can help each other with the therapy sessions and everything. Because I'm trying to get like few therapists on our side, so that if we're having if one of our viewers or one of our followers they're having a problem, at least we can connect them to someone who's going to help for free. So I'm trying to get to that, but we're not there yet, but I'm working on that. So let's just work together on this, right? So to the mothers, right? When the kids start reaching that teenage stage, honestly, they don't know anything. They don't know anything about the world. The only thing that we know, it's everything that has been happening in your household. Whatever you've been doing in your household, how you've been saying it, how you've been doing things, that's what we think it's okay. You become our role model, because that's the person we see in the morning when we wake up, and that's the person we see at night when we go to bed. That's the last person we see, right? So we'll think everything that you do and the way you behave, mom, in front of the kids, we'll think this is it, right? And now it's so scary that we watch our mom going through these things and how they actually treated us, and now it seems like we're doing the same thing to our kids. So now we cannot do that. This is where we draw the line. It ends with us. You know what I mean? It just ends with us. So let's try and tackle them and see how it goes, right? honestly, the way you do things around your kids. Bro, I still remember what my mom used to do when I was 3, 4, 5. I still remember, and I don't understand people doesn't remember anything from like 2, 3, 4. I don't understand, but we're different, right? I just don't get it. But I remember everything, and it stays with me. The songs they were playing, everything we were doing, the conversations they used to have with their sisters is still in my head. I still remember that. So be careful. Right now, be careful what you're saying and what you do around your kid. Please be careful. Be careful. And then another thing, we know not everybody has a lucky of having, or has a luck of having a wonderful man in their lives. So they keep changing men each and every 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Even if it happened like that, nobody's judging. You should live the way you want to live, right? You should do whatever you want to do, right? But just make sure your kids are not exposed to that. Please make sure your kids are not exposed to that. Because your daughter would think that's how she should treat men. She just needs to have like more than 7 or 8 men as long as she's happy. That's not what you want to portray to your daughter, right? That's not what you want to portray to your daughter. So just make sure you bring someone that you show off. You know, even if you show within 2 weeks, just be a real human being and be realistic about everything. Maybe just give it a year. Give it a year before you can introduce somebody to your kids. Please, just give it a year. You won't die. Just give it a year. Be sure about the man, and then you can take that man to your kids, and then it's okay. And sometimes you don't even have to do it after a year. You can do it after 10 years. It's okay. It's okay as long as you tell your kids the truth all the time. You know what I mean? And the thing, I know there's parents, instead of just let it go for that night, they will bring a man in their house where the kids are also sleeping. And I'm not saying in the same room, but in the same roof. Hearing your mom moans or hearing your dad making love or having sex is not a good thing for a kid. It's trauma. It's trauma. And even if I start acting like that in future, I wouldn't even see the problem, because that's how I was raised. That's how, to me, it became a norm. That's how things are supposed to be. And it's not okay. That thing affects kids forever. It affects kids forever. You don't want your son to go out there and look for you. You don't want that. And you don't want your daughter to go out there and look for you in street poles. You don't want that, right? So you just build that foundation to make it strong at home, so that when she goes outside, she will know what's right and what's not. Honestly. And then those uncles, right, or those father figures or male figures in your family, you should be careful with them, all of them. Doesn't matter how good they are, doesn't matter if they give kids sweets or money, doesn't matter. You need to be careful, because we know now a lot of uncles, back in the days, they used to do it, and then everyone would just keep quiet because people are ashamed. They don't want their family to be embarrassed or whatever, so they keep quiet, right? And let this horrible thing happen to our mothers, and that's why they are traumatized even today. But now things are just like different, right? They do it on another level. Now the uncles, they'll give your kid a lot of money, and they will keep sleeping with your kid. In the same house, you're thinking this is your brother or whatever, they're sleeping with your kid, they're giving your kid a lot of money. Your kid has money for nails each and every week. You don't know where does she get that money. Your kid has money for her all the time. You don't know where does she get that money. Like, that's being naive and neglective. Honestly, you can't neglect your kids like that. You don't even know what's going on. You need to know where the nails coming from. You need to know where the hair is coming from. So these uncles, they just pay the kids, they pay these kids and start grooming them. They start grooming them. It's a huge crime. And then when the mothers find out, or when they tell the mother, she'll be so scared to do this. She'll be so scared to actually go to the cops and tell the cops that this man is doing this. She'll be so scared to fight. She'll be so scared to say anything. She'll keep quiet. And most of the time, yes, it's about money. You want someone who's going to support you financially, so you let that person do anything that you want to do with your daughter, because they're paying for whatever, and they're paying for kids, and you guys are eating nice, and that's all you want. Most of the time, it will be like that. And some other times, it's physical support. It's deeper than money. You coming back home, having someone at home waiting for you to come back home, or having someone to cook for you, or having a companion to actually sit with and watch movies or watch Netflix or whatever, is super important. We understand that. Because I know for a fact, no woman, I know right now there's this wonderful people, right, at their 40s, approaching 50 to 60. they don't have a man, they are not married. It's sad. You might think it's fun, it's rich auntie, it's whatever, or it's rich uncle. Bro, they are hurting. When they go to bed at night, they wish there was someone next to them. Right now, it's all fun and games. You go out, you do everything, you don't settle down, you don't build any family. When you get to 50, there's no family there. Everybody has weighed out. Everybody has done whatever they needed to do. Now you need to create. It's impossible. You want to use the resources to get whatever you need to get, and that's what created the slave queens and the sugar daddies, right? That's what created that. Because of everything that we didn't deal with when we still had time. Like right now, we still have time to cut all these things up. We still have time to do right things, right? But we understand you need that support, you need that, and you end up not saying anything. And that's wrong. You're supposed to say something. Get a social worker that you trust. Talk to the social worker. They will help you out. You'll be okay. You don't have to actually, you don't have to stay for bull just because they're providing support to you. You don't have to. Even if it's physical or even if it's finance, you don't have to. And then we all know there's this social part of it, right? The social pressure thing, right? This social pressure. Your mom doesn't want to talk about your dad raping your sister because the neighbors will laugh at them, or you embarrass the name of the name of this family. You will do all those things. They're all things. Those things, they are the reason why we still feel like we're in jail mentally. You understand? We're mentally locked up somewhere. We don't even know where, but we're mentally locked up somewhere. And that's why we still feel like we're in jail, because we keep protecting these family members that are actually abusing our kids. Stop doing that. If somebody does something like that, go burn that house down. You're fighting for your kid, right? Do what you need to do. Even though we're not promoting violence, all I'm saying, go see a social worker, talk to a social worker. Sit down, talk to a social worker. Have an idea how to actually deal with these things. It's not your fault. You don't ask people to touch your kid, but talk about it. Talk about it. Don't hold it on. Don't hold on to it. Just talk about it. And then we understand there's this GPV part of it. You're scared to say some things because your man will beat you up, right? He will beat you up. That part too. Talk about it. Say something. Say something, because at the end you will die, and your kids will watch their dad killing their mom. That will be a horrible thing ever. They will be even more traumatized than hearing your parents having sex. That will be worse than that. Do you understand me? That will be worse than that. So the only thing we can do now is to be honest with each other, like all the time. And try, because it's hard. It's hard to put your business out there, but tell the truth. You will see the light. Tell the truth. You will see the light. Honestly, and then not wanting your kids to actually experience what you experience without telling them the truth. It's not going to help anybody. Somebody who tells you what you're not supposed to be doing, and then they don't tell you the reason why you're not supposed to do that, it's not cool. And we understand our parents are scared to tell us because they think we're going to disrespect them. No, but just because now we're in our problems. We understand you're also a kid. We understand you also had stages that you had to actually like go through to become the woman that you are today. So what we need from you is to be honest. When you talk to your daughter, when you say don't do this, tell her straight up. If you do this, boys will think this is it, this is okay, and they will sleep with you, and then you will get pregnant. And when you get pregnant, this is what's going to happen in your life, and this is what's going to happen. You see why I didn't go to college. You see why I didn't tell the kid the truth. Don't scare them. Just tell them the truth, so they can make good decisions. It's better if you know all the information. It's easy to make informed decisions. It's easy because you do have all the sides, right? But because you're scared, you're a mother, right? You're scared. You end up lashing out, and that applies to men too. You're a father. You end up lashing out instead of talking. And when you lash out, these kids will turn into the street. And once they turn into the street, it will be so difficult for you to turn it back. It will be so difficult. You understand me? It will be so difficult for you. So try to be out there. Try to be open. Tell them why they're not supposed to do this. Tell them why they're not supposed to do anything. Because you're also going through your own trauma. We know that. You're also going through your own trauma. We get it. Get help too. Get help. Go talk to a therapist too, so that you can raise your family in a proper home. You know what I mean? Try. It's very hard. And sometimes you don't have to pay for therapy. You can talk to a social worker that will organize someone for you. Will organize a session for you. You'll be okay. Just talk about it. Just talk about it. Right? Because honestly, we cannot allow the social part of our kids' life take over everything. We cannot allow that. Because now they end up having role models out there. And we all know out there there's no role models. There's no role models. The only thing they can do, because none of us knows the truth about the whole thing, is just to pray. and try to do right by your kids. Have that relationship forever. That's all you need, right? And to all the dads out there, I know, my G, how hard it is for you, but bro, go to your baby mom. If you guys no longer having that relationship and then she moved on with her life, go get your daughter. Don't allow any man in this world to raise your own daughter. You will take care of it. You are the man. You are the man in her life. Go take care of your daughter. I promise you, there's wonderful stepdads out there. They will raise your kid until varsity and everything, and guys will co-parent. It will be beautiful. Shout out to those people. And then there's these parents who will raise your kid very nice, and when she gets to a certain age, they will start seeing a girlfriend instead of seeing a kid. It's a problem. And then there's these ones who start at the early stage to abuse your kid. And the mother won't say anything, but she's also having fun. She's having this new love and everything. And then she doesn't even see that this man is abusing my daughter. So go get your kid. I'm begging you, go get your kid. Especially if you are a dad who has a daughter out there, go get your daughter. I promise you, you won't regret. You don't want to see your daughter in a strip pole, right? Go get her. And to all the mothers, right? We know it's painful, right? Your man is moving on with this beautiful woman or beautiful life or vice versa, right? It doesn't mean you should stop this man in having a relationship with her daughter. Let the man have a relationship with her daughter. Let her have that. Let the daughter have that part, right? Let your daughter have the relationship, right? No babak. Let them go out. Let them have this fun. Let it be. Just let it be. It will be so amazing if you just let your daughter have that relationship with her dad. It will be so amazing, right? You won't lose anything. And it's so bad sometimes to fight hormones you don't even understand. You're fighting things you don't have knowledge of. It's better, bro, you go out and find, and just try and get help. Go read books. Go talk to someone. Even if you're an introvert, there's things you can do. You can read a book, you can go on the internet, try to find tools, try to actually accumulate tools or resources that will help you to actually raise your kids in a proper manner. Because none of us knows everything, but we can try and learn, we can try and ask each other how it's supposed to be done. And if you don't want your business to be out there, go on the internet, get it, read a book, something, but try to make sure your family is okay. Try to make sure your family is straight. And to all the mothers and dads out there, a relationship that you're having with your partner, it plays a big role in your kids' life. So make sure whatever you guys do is clean and proper in front of your kids. If you guys like to fight and everything, you can fight outside. You can come back home and explain to kids. Sometimes it happens that you guys fight in a relationship, but you need to find a way to protect your kids from that. Find a way. It's not nice to chill with the kid who went through a trauma, seeing her dad beating the mother like nobody's business. That's not okay. Or vice versa, mother beating the dad. It's not cool. Nobody wants to live with that. Do you understand? And in the future, we need to deal with your daughters. You know what I mean? Or my daughter will need to deal with your son. That's not okay and it's not fair. Because I'm trying my best to raise my daughter in a proper way. You can do the same thing. So that when they meet in the future, it's just going to be beautiful instead of like noise. You know what I mean? Because not all of us love noise or anything. We don't like it. We don't like it like that. We play music, but not fighting. That's it. And if you're a parent and then you start feeling that distant thing between you and your kid, try to find help. Get a family, look at a family therapist if you have money, and then get a proper therapist or just normal therapist if you have money. If you don't have it, talk to a social worker. They will put you through someone who's going to assist you. Therapist doesn't need money. You know what I mean? Just try, man. Try to talk to your daughter. Try to create a safe space for her to actually talk to you. Make sure she treats you like a friend, but still respect you. So it will be easy for her to tell you everything. Because honestly, trust me, things that are happening out there, there are something else. You will need to know what's going on in your daughter's life. So try your best. And to all the kids, right? Try to take it easy on your mom or your dad. It's hard out there. It's their first time raising a daughter, or even if it's the second time or third time, it's always different. Just try to be lenient with them. Try to understand where they're coming from. They're also dealing with their trauma too. And I'm not saying you should take shit. But just try to be understanding. She's also trying with you. Try to be understanding. Every parent wants to see their kids doing better. So let's stop this separating thing. Let's try to work together. Let's try to keep the family like this. And that's all we have now. It's our family. So let's try and keep it and keep it safe until, bro, let's try. Before it's too late. before it's too late, try to keep your family close. And then your friends, your friends, it's okay to have friends. There's good friends, there's horrible friends. Most of the time it's bad friends. They will never want to see you being better than them. They will always want to see you being better, but just right there, not better than them. But if you want to be better than anybody else, and you want to be great, and you want to do what you wanted to do your whole life, you need to move away from the friend thing all the time and try to create your own life, try to find yourself. You'll always be your friend, you'll always come back to them, but create your life. Be well established on your own, so that when you come back, you'll be a figure that they cannot control or run. Right now, they're just pimping you out. They're not in love with you. They're in love with the feeling of having you around. Because they can send you anywhere. You'll get them drinks. The man, they want to talk to you. So you are the shooter of the group. You are the shooter. You can just shoot anywhere and get us drink. So it's just pimping you out in layman's terms. That's just pimping you out. So try your best to see what really and what is real and what is not. Even if you don't have that foundation from your mom, from your dad, or from your parents, but just try. Try to see what's right or what's not right. None of these people, none of these so-called friends want to see you better. If you want to be better, move away from that. I'm not saying you should be snacks to them, but just move away from that. You know what I mean? Just move away from them. Guys, thank you very much for actually staying until the episode finishes. Thank you very much. I'm going to drop the second part of this episode, but it's going to be like interviews, because I did some few interviews outside in the street. I talked to a few ladies. I'm going to drop that, and I'm going to and I'll be finishing my painting. I'm busy with my painting. I'll be finishing my painting on a part 2 of this episode. There was part 1, there's part 2 of this episode. Thank you very much, guys, for supporting. Please share, please put the channel out there. I really want to have 100 subscribers before June, so please help the brother out. Let's put it out there. And thank you very much, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the topic. I hope we can talk about it. So please do not forget to actually subscribe if you're new in this page, and then subscribe, and hit that bell button so that you'll be notified all the time when I drop. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. Truly appreciate, man. This is Liyana Showcast, and my name is Judah. Inganika, guys.
You can find out it never exists. I can feel the changes, I can feel a new life. I always knew life can be dangerous. I can say that I like a challenge, and you tell me it's painless. You don't know what pain is. How can I paint this picture when the color blind is hanging with you? Fell on my face and I woke with a scar. Another mistake living deep in my heart. Wear it on top of my sleeve in a flip. I can admit that it did look like yours. Why